What's up, Dubspot? My name is Adam Partridge, and I'm an instructor here at Dubspot. In part one, we learned how to build a kit that we are going to use in this tutorial to program trap beats. In this tutorial, I provided a downloadable file, which you should open. And inside of this file, we have two examples of two different trap rhythms. In the first sample, I'm using a different way of changing the hi-hats, as you can see in the piano roll. I'm just going to hit play so we can hear it. And in the second sample, I'm changing the hi-hat patterns by just automating the envelope that controls the rate of one of the hi-hats. So what I'm going to do right now is build a trap beat from scratch. And I'm going to go up here to the trap build, and I'm going to arm this track for now. I want to focus on the anchor rhythm, which I'll call the snare. I don't want to give you guys anything too concrete because I want to make it kind of open for you guys to put in your own kick patterns. One distinct aspect of the trap beat is the snare falls on the 3 of every bar. So I'm going to go in and insert a MIDI clip, Shift-Command-M, and I'm going to locate that snare. And if you remember, this kit ranges from C2 to C4, and the snare is falling from C#3 to G#3. So I'm going to focus on D3, and I'm going to go ahead and put that snare on every 3. Now, when I hit play, I'm going to put the metronome on just to kind of help me out. And what I like to do is decorate around this snare and put the kicks where I feel they should fall. It's going to help you find your own kick patterns. And in any rhythm, outside of trap, you can apply this technique by setting, the distinct anchoring points of whether it's house or moombahton. You can maybe set those snare patterns and then color in around the snare pattern to get variations that are a little bit different. If the kicks are ranging from C2 to C3, right now I'm going to just focus on C3 and A2. And I'm going to turn on my pencil tool by hitting Command B, and I'm going to hit play, and I'm just going to place kicks, and I'm going to also change the grid while I'm doing that to get different divisions. To change the grid, you can make it smaller by hitting Command 1, and you can make it larger by hitting Command 3. So that's one possible kick pattern that we can have. I can go ahead and get rid of those, and you can see, if I want, I can get another pattern by following the same technique. Once you get a kick pattern that you like, we're going to now move to the hi-hats. And there's two ways we can work with these hi-hats. The first way is by working with the macro controls that we set in the first part of this tutorial. So I'm going to go to this drum rack, this instrument rack, and take a look at the different sequence of hi-hats. And you could set this in any order that you prefer. And once you set that up, you can go back into your piano roll and hit fold. And as you can see, you'll see hi-hat 1, 2, 3, and 4. And I'm going to apply the same technique that I did with the kicks with the hi-hats. I'm going to let it roll and kind of color in these hi-hats where I feel like they should be placed. The other step with the hi-hats, if you are more comfortable using automation, is I can just focus on one hi-hat, whether it's 1, 2, 3, or 4. In this case, I'm just going to focus on hi-hat 1. And what I'm going to do is just throw in a set of hi-hats. On hi-hat 1, I have my grid on 1 bar, and I'm just going to draw it across like that. I'm then going to go into my instrument rack, and I'm going to right-click on hi-hat 1 rate, and I'm going to open up the Show Automation in New Lane. The next step would be to make sure your pencil tool is on, and I can hit Command B to do that. I'm also going to want to change my grid size. I'm going to make it kind of small. Maybe an 1/8 note would be a good starting point. And now I could just kind of color in where I want the hi-hat to change. Those are 2 ways you can go about building a trap beat. Ultimately, I recommend starting with the anchor, which is that snare. That's the most distinct characteristic of a trap beat. Again, drum programming is covered extensively in our Ableton Live course here at Dubspot in New York and online, both in levels 2 and 3. Check out this musical example that uses this trap kit in a remix that I produced with Tumolo called Mumbai. For more Dubspot tutorials like this, check out dubspot.com.
Welcome to Dubspot. We believe in providing you hands-on experience right away. Whether you're completely new to music and want to turn the sounds in your head into a musical reality, or you're an experienced artist looking to refine your skills and add new tools to your arsenal, we're ready to meet you at your level. For students of all ages, all levels, and all styles of music, Dubspot is here to help you achieve your goals. With course offerings both online wherever you are and at our school in the heart of New York City, we are ready to guide you through the next phase of your musical transformation. Whether you want to produce music, DJ, or do both, you've come to the right place. Come explore Dubspot for yourself. Become a part of our community and make music.